Hi, my name is Tracy Dallaire. I'm the Senior Director of Technology Integration at Mohawk College. Today, I'm here to speak to you about being cyber safe in your community. More and more today, we're using our computers for everything we do. We're using it to conduct banking transactions. We use our computers to talk to our friends and family. We use it to post information about our latest activity, something new that we purchased. We're also using our computers to conduct transactions. We're using it to buy things at the grocery store, to buy things on Amazon or on eBay. Every time we do something on our computer, we have to think about the cyber risks associated with that. Today, I'm going to share with you some tips and tricks that you can use day to day when you're using your computer. Now, let's start with where you're using your computer. You may choose to use your computer at home. When you're at home, you have your internet at home that you're using your computer on. There's times when you're outside of your home where you may use your computer and use the Wi-Fi at a library or a community center or at a coffee shop or a restaurant. You also have your smartphones and tablets or iPhones that you're using Wi-Fi or data plans out in the community. The tips I'm going to provide to you today apply no matter where you're using your computer. So let's get started. Today I'm going to talk to you about these 8 tips. Wherever you're using your computer and the kind of activity you're doing, you need to think about these 8 tips and maybe pull these out in front of you. So the first tip, adjust your settings. So every program you use on your computer, you have a choice as the user to go in and adjust your settings. If you're using Facebook, there's an area called settings that you can go into. If you have a Gmail account, you can go in and adjust your settings. If you have a bank account online, there'll be an area for settings. So in every account or social media that you use, take a moment, go into your settings. There'll be privacy settings in there, control settings, and you can do things like changing your username that people can see on the screen. You can go in there and choose who gets to see your information, whether it's everybody who's on your account or only a couple of people. So that's the first tip that I'll give you, is take some time and adjust your settings. Second tip, use secure connections. So if you are at home and you're using your internet at home, or you're out using your internet in the community, through your work, if you have what's called a VPN setting, use that. A VPN is sort of a network that makes it as though you're working in your office, but you're doing it from home. So very important. If you go in to use a network and you get a message that says on screen, this is not a secure connection, then you don't want to be doing things like your banking on those connections. You want to make sure that you wait till you're back home and that you have a password on your internet at home, so only you and your family can get into that, and that's where you're going to do those kind of transactions. Number 3, log out. If you're using somebody else's computer, or you're using a computer at a library or at a community center, make sure that when you're done your activity, you've logged out. Also at home, at the end of the day, when you're done the work that you're doing, make sure you log out of your computer. It's so important when you're out using other computers to make sure you've logged out, because the next person who comes in behind you, if you haven't logged out, they may be able to get into your settings and your information. Number 4, at the end of the day, shut down your computer. In particular, if you have a computer that you use for work. It's usually the times you turn off your computer and turn your computer back on where updates or patches to the security settings that come from the software that you use are updated. So very important to shut down your computer and then reboot it back up the next day. Tip number 5, always think before you click, think before you respond to something, before you reply, or before you open anything. That applies to emails, texts, any kind of attachment that you get sent, take a moment, think about it. If it looks like it's from an official office like the Canada Revenue Agency, go to their website directly and log in. Any official office or group, a bank, your Netflix provider, they will not send you information that you need to click on directly. That is typically a cyber attacker who's trying to get you to click on something so they can get your information. So always think before you click, respond, reply, or open. Number 6, change your passwords. Change your passwords regularly. You also can save your passwords in a password manager, or go into your notes feature on your phone and keep a note of your logins and passwords for your various accounts. Keep them in multiple places and change them periodically. Don't use the same password for all your accounts. Number 7, don't save your login details. When you go to do something on your computer and you log into, let's say, Facebook, your computer will ask you, should I save those login credentials for the next time? Click no. Don't ever save those, because that's what hackers are looking for. If they can get into your computer and they click on your Netflix to log in or your Facebook to log in and you've saved those, they can automatically get into your accounts. Number 8, I suggest that many people will do their personal activities on their computers and their work activities on their computers. Do your best if you can to keep them separate. That may mean having 2 cell phones, or it may mean that when you're doing your work on your work internet, you don't keep your work internet and email open if you're going to open up the internet and do personal banking. If you're going to do your personal banking information, you may want to shut down some of your work functions and do that personal activity. It's very important to try and separate the 2 and be able to keep those transactions that you do maybe personally away from your work and vice versa. One can impact the other. So those are the top tips that I'll provide to you to help you out no matter where you are in your community, whether you're at home, you're at the community center, the library, or the coffee shop. So for more information, you can reach out to me at tracy.dallaire@mohawkcollege.ca or check out our Mohawk College cybersecurity site. We provide ongoing offers for training, for workshops, as well as videos. You can just Google Mohawk College cybersecurity. You can also reach out to Mohawk College Training, Mohawk College Consulting, Mohawk College Enterprise. Thank you so much. It's been great spending some time with you. Be cyber safe and stay tuned for more.